We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Sexton. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Now, here's Clarkson. Shoots off the step back. Green with the rebound. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Green. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Green. Irving's got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas. And stolen by Irving. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Kyrie never backs off on the defensive end. Always scrapping and hustling.
Here's Sexton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. In the corner, Irving with it. Another 3 for Dallas. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Over in the corner, Green. Outside Irving. And the 3 off target.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
The offensive rebound. Sexton finds Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Doncic against Sexton. In the corner, Irving with it. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Sexton against Green. Sexton the pass to Olynyk. Clarkson outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the 2 teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Count that one.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there. Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Now, here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Olynyk has the open look from outside off the mark. And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Clarkson taking his time here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team All-Rookie and continues to develop.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Olynyk.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Irving can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. Markkanen kicks to Gay. Another miss by Utah. Mavericks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Bullock with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Doncic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
The drive by Clarkson. It's stolen by Green. That will count, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it. And
so in the game for the Jazz, Rudy Gay is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Sexton. And it's Abaji in at the 2-ball. The 3 for Doncic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
This is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he does, he just explodes towards the basket.
And they double up Doncic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Gay dishes to Sexton. Hands it from downtown. Sexton's got 7 points.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Over in the corner, Doncic. And they double up Doncic. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. And the Jazz making a change here. Toscano Anderson's checked in. Pass to Bullock. On the wing, Doncic. 5 to shoot. Bullock passes to Doncic. From 16 feet away, he cans it. He's got 11.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. And looking at Reggie Bullock, boy, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
Here's Irving. Count the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
Here's Sexton. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Outside Irving. Back to Doncic. The 3. The shot, no good. And Utah will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
The kick out to Irving. A 3-pointer, no good.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Doncic against Sexton. It's rebounded by Dallas. Woods got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And finished off by Wood.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Luka Doncic. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Horton Tucker. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And that one's good. Doncic.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Bullock. Green taking his time here. The pass to Bullock. Irving for 3. Toscano Anderson grabs the rebound. Unloads from 13. That one's not going to go. And so that's the end of the first half. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly.
Welcome to, and in this game, we have 2 top performers. Kind of like, and as we turn back to analyze that first half of action, safe to say it was full of Luka magic.
Well, he came to play, I can tell you that much, tearing it up on offense. Young players out there, watch how he asserts himself.
Going to be interesting to see if the defense brings more doubles to try and slow him down. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Luka Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Out to Doncic. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. The Jazz go the other way with it. And now Utah, fast break. Markkanen's got the ball. Outside, Sexton. Back to Olynyk. Nice ball movement by Utah. From downtown. And Irving pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And stolen by Sexton. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. He gets that one. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
Olynyk sets a screen for Markkanen. Unloads from 13. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 4 rebounds in this game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Passes to Irving. Drives to the hoop. And he uses the glass on the way. Irving's got 16 points.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Bullock's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Down low. And finished off by Wood.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
And the Jazz call time here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at Dallas. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, the Jazz, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And I think for the Jazz, the one thing we know for sure is they've got some changes to make if they hope to have any chance at the postseason next year.
You talk about changes, big changes. I mean, the status quo will not get it done. They need an overhaul.
Irving kicks to Doncic. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the 3. The statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two sadly don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Azubuike is checked in, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Olynyk.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. To the paint, here's Irving. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 4th assist in this one. Sexton against Doncic. Shoots from 12. Bucket is good. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Count it, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Doncic against Sexton. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first one falls. One Toscano Anderson's checked in for the Jazz. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Bullock. To the inside. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
There's 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Sexton. And he gets the bucket. Sexton's got 15.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we've seen about him a lot.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Now Sexton. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by 17. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter, they've got Jordan Clarkson. And it's Toscano Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
It's stolen by Green. Doncic right side. On the wing, Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, there's a reason, Greg, they've held on to this lead. I mean, being very cautious and controlled with their passing and execution offensively.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Shots good by Clarkson.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Green, the pass to Doncic. Left side, Irving. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Horton Tucker. And again, it's Utah.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Green finds Irving. Now, here's Doncic. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Horton Tucker. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Wood with the block.
Boy, what a denial by Wood. He relishes the chance to throw it out of there.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Clarkson, and they cash in right away with a quick shot.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
And finished off by Wood.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Olynyk. There's the lob to Markkanen. And no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
The pass to Olynyk. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Jazz call time here.
Coming over the floor for the Jazz.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Horton Tucker, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one goes on Wood. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seems.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Passes it to Gay. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wood with the block. And they double up Doncic. Rob. Here's Horton Tucker. To the middle, here's Gay.
Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for hoops talent.
And the first one drops.
Boy, Rudy Gay is a multi-talented and gifted athlete. I mean, he's an excellent shooter, a versatile defender, and continues to play at a high level.
Rudy Gay hits them both. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Irving with it. Another three for Dallas.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Abaji can't get it to go. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.